book. It's a very rough draft. I started a while ago and I kind of put it aside. So it's, like I said, it's a very rough draft. And the name of the book is actually called Soul Survivor, and soul is S-O-U-L, Soul Survivor. So basically, it takes place in Washington D.C. because that's where I grew up, is in the D.C. area. It deals with the FBI, and they're working on a case to bring down this, what they think is a drug trafficker, but once they get there, they find out he's involved in other things. So here's the introduction. We move on my mark, FBI Special Agent Micah Johnson instructed to his team. They were outside Piscopo's nightclub, waiting to move in. The owner, Angela Piscopo, has long been on Micah's radar for running an illegal gambling and drug ring in the back of his club. They finally have enough evidence to bring the whole operation down. Raising his right hand, his team prepares to move. He turns as he hears a frantic voice coming from behind. Help me, someone please help me. Stand down, he yells as he sees a young girl coming out of the alley running towards him. She is naked and wet. Taking off his jacket, he wraps it around her as she falls into his arms. He could see that she was broken. Someone call for a medic. Two men came out of the same alley, and one of them shouted, "You's better come back or you's be in a world of hurt." They stop dead in their tracks and head back down the alley when they see the ambush waiting. "Jackson, Lewis, after them," shouted Micah. "Yes, sir, boss," Jackson says. Ernie Jackson and Jeff Lewis are Micah's right hand, and they take off after the two men. "Let's get you in the car where it's warm while we wait for the ambulance. What's your name?" "Gabriella Giacomi," she says. "What are you doing out here? What happened to your clothes?" Those two men took me to a client. While they were talking, I jumped out the window. It was risky, but I had to try again. "Again? You mean you tried to escape before?" "Yes." "Is that why you were beaten?" "Yes." "We'll get you some medical attention and I'll find a safe place for you." "They'll come after me." "They won't find you, or they'll have to deal with me." The paramedics arrived on scene and Micah helped Gabriella into the back. I know these guys. They will take good care of you. I'll stop by the hospital in a little bit to check up on you and bring you some clothes." "Thank you," she said. He closed the door to the ambulance and it sped off. He sees Lewis and Jackson walking towards him. "Sorry, boss, they gave us the slip," Lewis said. "They could have entered one of the several buildings at the end of the alley. We'll find them. Our cover is blown, so let's wrap this up and try again later." All of a sudden, there was a loud explosion. Turning to look, he sees that Piscopo's is totally engulfed in flames. Great. Can things get any worse? Looks like it's going to be a long night. Putting his hand on Micah's shoulder, Jackson says, "Go to the hospital, boss. Check on the girl. We can handle this." "You sure?" "Yes." "Okay, keep me posted, and I expect your report on my desk by the end of the day tomorrow." "No problem. Now get out of here."